Last Saturday, our book club assembled in Mary's cozy living room, eagerly anticipating the discussion of Charles Dickens' Great Expectations. We were a mix of literary enthusiasts and occasional readers, but all of us were united by a shared love for storytelling and a penchant for snacks. As we settled into our usual spots on the plush couches, Mary handed out copies of the book she'd acquired from a quaint little bookstore downtown. The first thing that struck me as odd was the weight of the book. It was heavier than I remembered, but I shrugged it off, attributing it to the dense prose Dickens was known for. As the meeting commenced, each of us opened to the first chapter, only to be met with a detailed recipe for Pickwickian pot pie. Confused glances darted across the room. "Is this some kind of special edition?" Tom asked, flipping through the pages to reveal more recipes like Oliver Twists and Turns pasta and Bleak House borscht. It seemed the entire novel had been replaced with a Victorian-era cookbook. We laughed it off initially, assuming Mary had pulled a prank on us, but she looked just as bewildered as the rest of us, muttering something about the eccentricities of second-hand stores. Embracing the absurdity, we decided to roll with it. "Why not host a Dickensian dinner party?" suggested Lucy, always the spontaneous one. In a flurry of excitement, we divided the recipes among ourselves, each person responsible for bringing a dish inspired by the Mishap. By the following weekend, Mary's living room was transformed into a scene straight out of the 19th century, complete with candlelit tables and everyone sporting makeshift period costumes. Laughter filled the air as we dined on dishes like Fadgen's frittata and Scrooge's savory tarts, each recipe more peculiar and inventive than the last. As the night drew to a close, we couldn't help but marvel at the unexpected turn our book club had taken. It was Tom who raised a final toast, his eyes twinkling with amusement. "To Charles Dickens," he declared, "the only author who could turn a novel into a meal and leave us all with great expectations of indigestion." And with that, we burst into laughter, clinking our glasses, grateful for the serendipitous mix-up that had given us a story to savor for years to come.